Transcendence was added into the game as a way of powering up old, but iconic, units and summons. No need to mince words here, it's merely a gameplay mechanic, and if it didn't have a single story element attached to it, no one would bat an eye. But they decided to attach some story to it regardless. Hi, I'm Ducky, and today I want to talk about the Transcendence Fate episodes, about their content, and about their existence in general. More on that after the intro. Starting with Bahamut in December 2022 and followed soon after with Lucifer in March 2023, Transcendence became a staple of Granblue endgame progression. These two summons are of vital importance to the game's history, as well as to its lore. Bahamut's Transcendence episodes set a tone for the concept. It will expand on important bits of lore attached to these entities, but in such an inconsequential way that it almost feels like it would be better to have nothing at all. And that trend continues to this day. Lucifer's episodes are simply retellings of what makes the sky blue, while all of the Eternals do the same thing, simply telling more about their respective revenant weapon, and doing little to nothing about the character themselves. My first Eternal Transcendence was Seox. I did it for gameplay reasons, but I was also curious about what it would give me from the story side. Aside from the leader himself, Seox is easily the most important and prominent Eternal from a lore perspective. His past is full of mysteries, be it about his tragic family situation, be it about his relationship with Nehan, or his involvement with the main character's dad. There is a lot to explore. You can imagine my disappointment when, after months of grinding, all I got from his Transcendence episode was a few lines about the war. On one hand, this was a massive letdown. These things got a Transcendence because they are iconic to the game. The potential was endless. They could have explored so much about each Eternal. They could have made Tien have an actual personality. But in the end, what they did was akin to nothing. These episodes add nothing new or interesting. It's new content with the characters, sure, but it's completely irrelevant. On the other hand, Transcendence is a very grindy process. It takes a lot of time and investment. It requires months worth of play, and in some cases, even a rare, completely random drop. I'm a sicko with enough free time to become a YouTuber, so I have done it a bunch of times already. But I totally understand people not wanting to do it, or doing it at such a slow pace that seeing all of them done is borderline impossible. So, imagine how frustrating it would be if these episodes had any actually relevant stuff in them. The content would be walled behind such a massive grind, and as a video game hater, I would definitely hate to be forced to grind for months on end just to continue reading a story I enjoy. All in all, I don't really have an answer to the video's title. Are they a letdown or a good call? I think that the problem lies in the fact that they didn't commit to either approach. Having a little lore in these things doesn't help anyone. It feels like a big tease with no payoff for all the grind, while it's also not incentivizing anyone to actually do the grind, since the content is so bad. So, in a sense, this video is more about raising the discussion than to actually give a definitive answer. That's where I pass the ball to you all. What are your thoughts on the matter? Let me know in the comments. And that's it for this video, thank you all for watching. This one was different, more of a discussion than anything, but it's not like I have a standard video format anyway. I can use this opportunity to interact a bit more with you all. So anyway, this was Ducky, and I'll see you all later.